In this session, we are going to discuss about the data definition language. First command we completed in the last session. In this session, we are going to see the another command, that is alter. Okay. So already we have seen the create command in the last session. The example. Now today's session is alter command. Alter is nothing but modifying the existing database table. For example, I have created a student table with two columns. Consider one is student name, sorry, student number, another one is student name. So I have created a table with the student number and student name. Now I want to modify this table by adding some other two columns, right? I want to add some other two columns to the existing table. So that we can do with the help of the alter command, that is addition of columns we can do, right? Addition of columns we can do. Now for example, I added marks column and I added phone number column of the students. After doing some modifications, I don't want to have marks column. That means I want to delete a column. That also you can do with the help of the alter command. Clear? Next, addition of constraint. Constraint is nothing but a condition. For example, I want to show the details of the students whose marks are more than 50. That means that is a condition. If you want to apply any conditions to the table, that we can do with the help of the addition of constraint. Constraint is nothing but a condition. So primary key also one condition, foreign key also one condition, null is also condition, default is also condition. We'll more know about constraints in the next sessions, right? That means how we are adding primary key. I created a table and later on versions of my table, I want to create a primary key for the student number. That means what? First I created a table, then after that I want to add a primary key. That we can do with the help of the adding of constraint. How you are adding the constraint? In the similar fashion, you can delete your constraint, right? Next, setting a default value for a column. For example, whatever the name student is given, whatever the marks are there, whatever the phone number is there. For example, if some persons may not have mobiles, right? Not in this generation, right? For example, I want to set default value as no mobile. If some other persons has no mobile number, then I want to set a default value as what? No. If somebody enters a number, they'll get the number here. If they don't have number, I should get no as the default value. That you can set for a column after creating a table. Next, what we have, unsetting a default value for a column. Now what we have set in here, what we are setting the default values for the phone number? No. That means you can also delete the default value for a column also by unsetting the default value for a column with the help of the alter command. Clear? That means alter command plays a major role in a database. Why? Because after creating a table, if your new requirements are there for your customer, when you design a database, we can do with the help of the alter command. Clear? So what is database? It's a storage location. DBMS is nothing but what? It's a software which is used to manipulate the data in the database. Clear? Now we'll see some of the examples for the alter command. Now what is alter command syntax? Alter table, table name. So first we have a keyword alter and next we have a table. We should specify the table name here. So that means to which table you want to modify, that table name you have to specify over there. Next, to add a column, what is the condition? Add column, column name and the data type. So whatever you are specifying in the square bracket, that is optional, right? If you are interested, write that keyword. Otherwise, no need of writing of the keyword, right? So that means what? Add column name and data type. Now for example, look over here example. What you have? Alter table employee. That means employee is a table name. Add is a keyword. What you are adding? I am going to add a primary key. That means constraint you are adding. To which column you are adding? Employee PK. That means employee PK is a primary key name. Right? So add constraint name. Right? In this example, we are adding a primary key to the table to add a constraint and enforce a unique value. The constraint primary key is a primary key and is on the employee table. That means we can add a primary key to the employee table after creating that. Now I'll show you how practically alter is used by us in the DBMS. Now open your Chrome and type SQL here. Now we have a college ID here, right? So college table you have, right? Now in college table, what we have first? In college table, we have that college ID, not null, college name, college address. Only 3 columns I have. Now I want to add a new column, college phone number. So for every college there will be a landline. So I want to add a college land number to the college table. Okay. Now how to add a column? That is, we are modifying the structure of the table. So we use alter command. Alter table. So you must remember syntaxes so that you'll write the queries very easily. Alter table, table name. So what is our table name? College is our table name. Now what you're adding? You're adding a column. So what is that column? College phone number, CPHNO. So it contains what? It contains what? Numbers, right? Alter table, table name, add column name and data type and give a semicolon over here. Now say run. So what you are getting at the down? Table altered. That means table is modified. Now check whether the table is modified or not. Now how to check whether the table is modified or not? How we are going to describe that? Describe college. So if you say describe college and say run. So if you say run, what will happen? It will show you at the bottom table structure. So what is the table structure? Now college ID, college name, college address. Along with that, you're also getting now college phone number. That means how we are modified with the help of the alter command. Right? Now, for example, I want to add to delete a column. So to delete a column, we see drop. First, we added a column CPH1O. Now I want to delete a column, that is college address. So what column we have? College address column we have, that I am going to delete. So we write alter table, table name, drop college address column. Say run. Which keyword missing? So if you want to drop a column in a Oracle, so if this is differs from one server to one server. Oracle server is different, SQL server is different, MySQL is different, Sybase is different. So according to the particular server, we have to modify some of the syntaxes. Okay, alter table, table name, drop column. Which column you want to drop? Say run. If you click on run button, what you are getting? Table altered. Now check whether the table is altered or not. Now I'm putting this in a comment section. Now I'm describing. So what you are getting in a green color, those statements should not be executed. Only this statement is going to be executed. Say run. So what columns you are getting here? College ID, college number, college phone number only you are getting. So what column here we deleted? College address column we deleted here. Clear? How to alter a table? by adding a new column. How to alter a table? By deleting a column. Clear? Now, in this, we have a table called student. So with these two columns, we have student number and student phone number is two columns we have here. Now I want to add one more column, student name. So how we'll add? Alter, alter table, table name. So stu is a student table name. Add. So which column you want to add? The column name you have to specify, and you have to specify it is of which type. Varchar 2 of 20. So I'm adding a column, alter table, add SNM and varchar 2. Now say run. So if you say run, you'll get table altered here. Now check whether your table contains how many number of columns. Now alter table, table name, student. Now I'm putting this in a comment section so that only this statement is going to be executed. Say run. Now look here, student number, student phone number, student name. Only three columns we have here. That means student number column is added. Now I want to add a constraint. Constraint is nothing but a primary key. I want to add to the student number. That means I am going to add a condition. To what? The student number, I want to add a condition. So to add a constraint, we have alter table, table name. So what table name you have? Student is your table name. So what you are going to add? You are going to add a primary key. So on which column you are adding a primary key? On a student number column, I am adding a primary key. Now put the colon, say run. If you click on run, you are able to see here table altered. That means table is modified. Now put this in a comment section and open describe student. So describe student, if you write that means whether the primary key is added or not, we'll check. Now look here. Now in the student number, what you are getting? Not null you are getting. That means this column should not be null. It should have unique values. Okay. Now whatever the primary key I added here, I want to delete this primary key. Not column I'm deleting. I'm deleting primary key constraint. That means I'm dropping a constraint. Now put this. Now I want to drop a constraint. So first I'm trying to put this in a comment section. Now I'm dropping alter table. So what is a table name? Student is a table name. So drop is a keyword. So which table, which column you want to drop? Sorry, which constraint you want to drop? Primary key constraint I want to drop. Say simply write primary key. So primary key will be only one for each and every table. So directly I'm writing primary key. If your table contains some other constraint, you have to specify the column name, which column you want to delete the constraint. Now here only one primary key is there. So I'm not specifying from which column you are deleting that. So alter table, table name, drop primary key, say run. So what you'll get again? Table altered. Now that means primary key constraint is deleted. Now describe the table. So if you say describing the table, look here. Previously, if you added primary key, you are getting not null here. If you're dropping the primary key, not null is removed. It may be null, it may not be null. So this is in this way, we create a table, we alter a table by adding a column, by deleting a column, and by adding a primary key constraint, and by deleting a primary key constraint. So this is all about your alter command.